Rory Gallagher was not in Oasis. He was an Irish blues guitarist, singer, and songwriter, and was cited as an influence by some very well known guitarists, including Brian May and Eric Clapton, but was never himself particularly hugely successful. In 1966, he formed the trio Taste, who released two albums before breaking up in 1970, and he then had a solo career releasing 14 albums before he died in 1995 at the age of 47. Hi, my name's Dan, and this is a review of the album Irish Tour 74 by Rory Gallagher, which was released in 1974 and is a live album by guitarist Rory Gallagher and the band. It's his sixth album overall, and it's my first time listening to this album. I have reviewed one of his other albums before on my channel, which was Live in Europe, which was a few albums previous to this. I gave that 6.8. I wasn't hugely taken with it from my memory. My memory of it was that it felt a bit kind of secondary to better blues rock guitarists. So obviously I refresh my thoughts and try and listen in as unbiased a way as possible. I know it's not always completely possible. So as I started to listen to this, I was kind of working out how I felt about it, and I felt that it had aggression, but maybe not subtlety. But then over time, it drew me in, and I enjoyed it. So it's definitely blues rock, I would say, with maybe the emphasis on blues, guitar blues. Think Eric Clapton, Cream, Yardbirds, Gary Moore, Jeff Beck, that kind of thing, which was a fairly popular thing in the early 70s, and this was the early 70s. There's a strong band backing him, which gives it a lot of energy, which is good. The focus is most definitely on his guitar here. So his guitar playing is technically strong and not a bad feel. So better than my impression of his previous album I reviewed, I think. Still not, I would say, not quite the deft subtlety of touch that Eric Clapton or B.B. King has or had. But pretty up there, actually. Not, we're talking about the best of the best there. So it's not bad. And there's some nice moments when he has got some, more subtle things going on there. His singing's not great, but by normal standards for blues rock, it's okay. It's not a genre which demands strong vocal gymnastics or anything like that. It's not distinctive. It's a bit vague around the tune and the words, but it does a job. And the job is to provide the vehicle for his guitar playing, really. And the songs are, I just used the word vehicle already, they're a vehicle for various blues feels. So most of them are his songs, he's written them with a small number of covers, and basically they're exploring various variations on the theme of blues, I would say. The tracks are quite long. They do tend to get into a groove and then jam along. This is a good thing. It's something that I definitely approve of. I especially like there is one track which stands out from the rest because he picks up an acoustic and starts playing slide acoustic, which is As the Crow Flies. And I think it's just him, if I remember rightly. It's actually a cover of a song that I've heard before, but I do like a bit of slide, acoustic slide on there. So, and very, very competently done. So very nice. So I like a bit of live blues rock. In my reading about this, I found that he preferred to do albums live because he didn't really enjoy going into the studio very much, because he just enjoyed playing live and he enjoyed the energy from the crowd. I think it's a strong album. It's still not, I would say, challenging the best of the best, but it's knocking on the door. And it's if you're a fan of this kind of stuff, it'll give you that little bit of different variety. It is subtly, I'm not sure I could quite put my finger on it, different from these other people that I've mentioned. It's just got a slightly different feel to it, which I guess means he's an expressive guitarist if you can feel how his expression is different. So I enjoyed it, actually, quite a reasonable amount. However, that's just my opinion. And as always, I'd love to know what your opinion is of this album. So please really let me know that by leaving me a comment. That's it, though, from me for now.
As the crow flies, baby, well, I ain't so far from you. As the crow flies, baby,